How many years ago was it when your first single was played?
It had to have been 15, 16.
So we played Selena's first single on our station, and she ran into the room to hear what it sounded like on the radio.
Yes, it was Naturally. And it was kind of one of those surreal... I mean, I still get that way. Like, I'm getting all flustered thinking about it because I remember that feeling, even being in the car with my mom. Like, it never gets old, that feeling.
Good.
So, and I'm here listening to Good For You now. I'm 22. Ha.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I mean, but you think about those days, and it takes you back to a whole different time, you know? And now you come forward to today, and I must ask you the question. It's actually a quote from Sir Winston Churchill. His quote was, "These are the best days." So my question to you, are these your best days?
Honestly, yes. But I hear my 30s are going to be good.
As long as you know your days to come are going to get even better.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. The older you get, the more wisdom you gain, the more life experience you gain.
I love that you're excited about getting older and not like most people who are like freaking out that they're going to get older. This is awesome.
I'm in a very awkward stage where it's like I love hanging out with older people and I connect with them, and then I also feel like a 15-year-old sometimes. So
well, then we're
like
friends. I'm a 50-year-old guy. I'm your type.
Oh, perfect.
A 50-year-old gay guy. I mean, how can you go wrong? This is your room.
Perfect.
But, you know, you look back on, let's say, when your first single came out. Do you ever say to yourself, okay, you know what? I thought I knew it all then. Obviously, now I realize I didn't know crap.
Oh, gosh. Every year I think I have something figured out. And it's like looking at an outfit that you wore last year. Sometimes you look at things and you're like, what on earth was I thinking? That's most of the time for me. But like, for instance, I'll probably say that like a few years wearing this outfit, I'll be like, why on earth did I wear that?
What was I not thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
But like when you were 15, what did you know, quote unquote, for sure? Like, what did you think you had?
I mean, I was stoked to have a job, but I thought like I had everything figured out. I was like, great. So I'll get married at like 20. I'll have kids at like 23, which is next month. So I like had all this like life planned out because that's what you do. You're like drawing names on books. At the time, it was Jesse McCartney that I was obsessed with.
I wrote his name on books too.
I did too.
I still do.
But you thought you had it all figured out.
Yeah, of course.
You know, Selena, my father passed away close to 90 years old, and maybe 2 years before he died, he told me, he said, I'm almost 90. He said, I still haven't figured it out. So we go through our lives, Selena, we don't really know everything, but as long as we're open to learning new things and acknowledging, well, I had that wrong. I like knowing the truth.
Of course. It's about growing. It's about learning. I've never had a perfect life. I don't think anybody does. So I'm honored to have lived my life as well as I possibly can.
Well, as you heard here on our show in exclusive, she's having a child at 23.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's what I heard a few minutes ago.
I look great.
You really do. What is that show? That TV show that's...
I didn't know I was pregnant.
There's no way in hell.
Interesting stories, you know?
I know,
it's like in the toilet. I'm like, what?
Selena.
That is so weird.
We all know that it's great to go into a studio and work your magic with great producers and musicians. But when you go into a studio and you collaborate with, let's say, A$AP Rocky, or we'll talk to other collaborations, about more collaborations coming up, what does that do for the song, for you? How does it really change it, other than having another voice? What does it do to you and how you perform?
Well, I think in general, like I said before, there's a process. So when I recorded the song, there was no feature. I don't even think there was a plan for a feature. I recorded the track. I responded to it so much that I had the entire team who wrote the song come to Mexico and finish the album with me, because it was the perfect way and the perfect tone that's set for this next chapter for me. So, and then once it was done, I could not help but want somebody on it, and I'm obsessed with A$AP Rocky's new album. I'm obsessed with it.
Right.
So I was like, all right, let's just see. And nobody's ever really responded if it's more of a feature thing. I haven't had a feature. So I slipped it to him, and next thing you know, he responded really well. and he laid the track down, and we've been kind of just texting about music and stuff. And yeah, it just kind of happened organically, which I love, because that means he's clearly very, one of the most truest artists, because he does not work with anybody that he doesn't work with, which he's made that very clear, that he doesn't want to or that he doesn't believe in.
So when he said yes, did you have that moment?
Yeah.
Like your breath, you're like...
I geeked out. I was like, I'm legit to ASAP.
Okay, you made it.
It was cool.
Thank you so much for coming in today.
Of course, my pleasure. Thank you so much for supporting me all these years.
Well, and we will continue to do that. And as I always say in every interview, obviously, you always have a home with us. And thank you for coming by. Good For You, featuring A$AP Rocky, is out now. Number 9 on iTunes as we speak. Selena Gomez.
Thank you.
She's hearing it for the first time on the radio. I love this. Have a great day.
I'm on a 14